Hi, Nico. Thank you so much for joining us today. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Definitely. My name is Nico Ramsey. I am the Community Relations Director for Velocity Credit Union. Outside of that, I sit on the National Board of Governors for a civil rights group called the Human Rights Campaign, as well as the board of the LGBT Chamber of Commerce. With United Way, I am part of the Emerging Leaders. I'm part of the executive committee, and as well as the marketing committee. So
Well,
that's what I do.
thank you for being involved in so many different ways. So, can you talk a little bit about why you're involved with United Way?
Sure. So I'm a firm believer that the only way we can see any change in our community is through systems. And United Way is a great example of making their mission just that, changing systems and stopping the cycle, specifically when it comes to poverty. And the fact that they are what I call like an umbrella, there's so many nonprofits that are doing the work of changing the system. I think it's kind of a no-brainer why one wouldn't support United Way.
Thank you. So, can you talk a little bit more about how you're involved with United Way? You mentioned the marketing committee and emerging leaders. What do on both of those teams, and what are both those teams?
So I'll start with Emerging Leaders. It is a group not exclusive just to young professionals, but there are a lot of them that truly care about seeing our community thrive. And what we do is we gather and we connect with other local leaders to learn how we can be better stewards of our community, all the while being also resources for them. And I think that as the time goes on in this group, as we grow and more people join, we are looking at a group of individuals that are learning how to, like I mentioned earlier, change systems. And if we continue to do that with emerging leaders, give it, 10 years down the road, so many people that go through this program are going to know how to effectively make change right in their backyard. With the marketing committee, I love that. It's what we do is, I think it's like every 2 months or so, we gather in the morning. Right now we are virtual, like you and I, but we just toss around ideas on how's the best way we can communicate not just the message of United Way, but make sure that it resonates for our audience. And that group is they're so equity minded that, we can have the best marketing campaign idea, but we always ask the question, who is our audience and are we reaching them? So those are two very different groups, but they both, in their own respect, work toward that systemic change.
Thank you. And thank you for all that you do for United Way. So, last question. As a young professional, why is investing in Austin, investing in our community, important to you?
I would say, look, I always say this thing where if we aren't the ones to care about our community, then who will? At the end of the day, especially if you're someone who has plans on, putting roots down in this city, if you just let your city go on uncared for, you won't have the same Austin that you're used to right now. The reason why Austin, though many opportunities still remain for us to be better, the reason why Austin is as strong as it is because there was a group of people who cared about it that once were young professionals. And now, I'm a part of this group, this young professional group. It's our job to start finding solutions. And that way, when we get down 30 years down the road, where we're technically not considered young professionals anymore, we have cultivated and inspired another group of young professionals to help carry this work so that way the legacy of Austin, for as great as it is, carries on.
Thank you.